Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're doing the Shrine of Secrets review for the 21st of April 2021. This is the series where we go over the Shrine of Secrets in Dead by Daylight. There are 2 killer perks and 2 survivor perks. We go over what they do, how they work, how the perk changes your tier up, what characters they come with, and at the end I'll give my thoughts on which ones I think you should buy with your iridescent shards. Basically this system exists to swap out perks each week, and you can make a choice if you want to get one or not to unlock for all characters. But it's mainly DLC perks, but sometimes they like to from free perks from free characters. So I'm basically just here to kind of guide you, sort of tell you which perks are going to be actually helpful to your goal and everything, and just to, you know, make sure you don't waste your hard-earned shards basically. So without further ado, we're going to get right into it. We have a interesting pick, to say the least, this week, so we're just going to get right into it, I think. Sorry, after I clear my throat. Okay, sorry about that. First of all, we have Off the Record, which is a Zarina perk, and this is an interesting one, sort of. Basically, once you're unhooked or escape from the hook yourself, Off the Record activates for 60 seconds. Tier 2 is 70 seconds, and Tier 3 is 8 seconds. While Off the Record is active, your aura will not be shown to the killer, and grunts of pain caused by injuries are reduced by 100%. So, basically, you either get rescued from the hook, or you unhook yourself, either from Kirbying or Deliverance, anything like that. Basically, any time you get off the hook, this will activate, and then you do not have your aura revealed to the killer, and you don't have grunts of pain. So this one's interesting. It's an interesting combination because there's a perk, Babysitter, which was on a few weeks ago, which is very similar to this, but it applies it to other people when you rescue them off the hook, and I think that's no scratch marks and no blood trails for them for a bit of time. So a bit similar to that. Obviously the first thing people say is like, oh, why don't you just use Iron Will or something, and you could. However, there is a kind of, I wouldn't say popular combo, but there is a combo you can do with this and Object of Obsession. Object of Obsession in its current form will obviously show you the killer's aura whenever you're looking at them. So, and also the same to the killer. So if your aura can't be revealed with this, then that means you can just get free free views on the killer wherever they are, basically. So that could be interesting, but other than that, I will say this one's a bit strange. It's definitely interesting, it's a cool concept, and I'm a bit biased because I'm a Zarina main, so I'm probably going to be a bit more lenient with this, but to be honest, I would probably just say use Iron Will for this. I think even Distortion may be better than this, but this can trigger up to 2 times, I guess. But also if you get into second state, then you only do it once. Sometimes the killer will obviously proxy camp, so the second you get rescued, the killer will come over, which honestly that might not be too bad, because if that is the case, then they won't be able to follow you with like grunts of pain. So yeah, but I don't know, this one, it's a bit weird, it's a bit niche, it's one of those, it's like, it's kind of, not meme-y, well, I guess it is kind of like a meme perk, but like, yeah, I don't know, I don't think it's like a great or a good perk. It's like a fun perk though, I guess. I don't know, I've used it a few times, it's not that bad, but it's not amazing. Next up we have Pharmacy, which is a Quentin perk. This is the only Quentin perk I have. I do not have the Nightmare on Elm Street chapter. I will never get Freddy. I will not put people through the pain of playing against Freddy. So basically for this one, you have a knack for finding medicine, and you unlock chests 40% faster, which is 60% at tier 2 and 80% faster at tier 3. And this with the noise, oh my god, and the noises they cause are reduced by 8 meters. I can't talk. So already that's great. That's honestly not bad. Chests are kind of like a weird thing, because half the time I forget they even exist, and like even if I see one, sometimes I normally go for them. But to be honest, you do it 80% faster, which is really fast, and the noises they make, like with gens where you're trying to fiddle through it and everything, that gets reduced by 8 meters as well. But also, I think the main part of this perk is that Pharmacy guarantees an emergency med kit on your first unlocked chest. Now, People tell you different things, but a lot of people like to agree that medkits are probably the strongest items in the game. Certain add-ons and everything. You can heal really quickly and everything. So I think this perk is great alone just for the emergency medkit. And to be honest, that's probably why most people are using it. Though you could also combine this with like Ace in the Hole, for example, get some add-ons with it. Whenever I don't really use this perk a whole lot, but sometimes I like to do this for teammates. I'll open a chest and then I'll just leave the medkit in there for someone. And again, especially if you are combining this with Ace in the Hole, you can get some really powerful things on this. It only guarantees on your first unlocked chest. You can't go to every chest in the map and get a medkit out of all of them. Well, I mean, you could, but like not emergency ones. But like that's not. It only does on the first one you unlock, and it has to be you unlock it as well. But other than that, I don't know. Again, it's gonna really help you, and again, it's good to build items and everything, especially if it's like a high tense situation. You can just, as long as you haven't opened a chest beforehand, you know that you'll be able to get a really good med kit, heal yourself a couple times. So again, I think for that alone, the chest searching speed is crazy. That 80% is really fast, and the sound is just kind of that's nice. It's not bad. It's pretty good actually. It's very satisfying to use, I guess. Next up we have Rancor, which is a spirit perk, and this is an obsession perk. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, wow. I don't have my drink with me today, so I apologise. Anyway, each time a generator is completed, your obsession sees your aura for 5 seconds. At tier 2, that's only 4 seconds, and tier 3, that is 3 seconds. Each time a generator is completed, all survivors' locations are revealed to you for 3 seconds. And once all the gens are completed, the obsession will have the exposed stats effects permanently, and you can kill your obsession. So basically, when it says reveal locations, unfortunately this is the crappy little bubble thing, like same with the Doctor's static blasts and like clown battles and everything. Unfortunately it's not auras, it is that weird thing, and again only 3 seconds. You have to really make sure you're like aware and paying attention and everything. This one is, again, it's kind of niche. It's not really a good perk. Obviously this perk isn't gonna like dominate, but it is kind of consistent, sort of. I don't know, this one's weird. We have like 3 really niche weird perks basically. This one, the only reason I ever use this perk is if I have a daily to Mori someone, which gives you like 60,000 points. You can combine this with Nemesis though, because I tried this once while I was doing a Mori daily. I tried this and I actually 3K'd, I think, a game that I probably would have lost. I 3K'd because I had this and Nemesis. Nemesis changes the obsession whenever you get stunned, which basically means, if all the gens are done and you're letting them pallet stun you and decisive strike you and flashlight blind you and everything, the obsession is constantly changing and everyone is constantly being exposed and then killable basically. So again, so I guess this perk can dominate, but I mean, sometimes, well, actually not sometimes, all the time, because it will tell them that they're exposed. For one, if they're smart players, will realise early on, every time I'm doing a gen, I'm seeing the killer for a bit, and I'm not using Dark Sense or anything like that. So they will catch on early on a lot of the time that you're using this perk, and if that's the case, then all they'll do is hide. This is kind of like the thing with like Haunted Grounds, which ironically is another spirit perk, but basically, once they're alerted that they're exposed, they're just going to hide. Actually, yeah, this can be of anything, like make your choice, or any exposure effect, perk, add-on, whatever. It'll just make them hide, and especially Obsession, they'll just hide in a locker, wait till an exit gate gets opened, or they have an opening, and they'll just leave. So, kind of consistent. Again, you are getting information throughout the match. Again, it is the very, very quick and crap bubble things. Pardon me, sorry. So you are still technically getting information, but again, it's not as good as like, barbecue or something like that. But, you can kill people. You can just mori people for free, basically. So that's interesting. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. And finally we have Surge, which unfortunately was only on a few weeks ago. I mean, the perk is great. This is a great perk, and again, last time I praised it. It's a little annoying that it's probably only been like 3-4 weeks since this last came on, because I remember praising it like hell. And honestly, this is a Demogorgon perk, and this is great. This is one of my favourite perks in the game. Both killer perks and just perks in the whole game. I absolutely love this perk. Basically, I'll put it simply, downing someone with an M1 attack will cause all generators within 32 meters to instantly explode, and then they'll start aggressing. And they'll also immediately lose 8% of their progress no matter what. And this effect can only be triggered once every 60 seconds, which is 50 seconds at tier 2 and 40 seconds at tier 3. This is absolutely brilliant on so many killers. Basically any M1 killer can benefit from this. Nurse, Doctor, Ghostface, Wraith, anyone else? Spirit, I guess. Basically any killer who just has an M1 attack. Clown, this is really good on Clown. 32 meters, so that's the same as your terror radius. Well, the default terror radius. The generator will instantly explode. It will lose 8% of its progress immediately. So, even if the gen doesn't have much progress or something, it will still lose a considerable amount. 8% is pretty decent, to be fair. And then it'll obviously start aggressing normally from there. Again, killer. I obviously don't really use this on M2 killers. I know every killer has like an M2 power, but I mean, so like Oni, for example, downing someone with the Demon Strike will not trigger this. Downing someone with Pyramid Head's Punishment will not trigger this. Who else? What's another example? Give me another example. Hillbilly and Leatherface, Chainsaw Downs will not trigger this. So it has to be the M1 attack. So again, if it's a killer who only has that as their like main swing thing, so like Doctor, he has his M2 shock attacks, but he can only hit and damage people with the M1, so he's great on this. Clown has the bottles, but he only uses his knife to injure people, so he's great with this. Spirit has, you know what I mean? So M1 killers, and especially stealth killers, will really benefit from this. But again, just any M1 killer it's so good. It saves you the time from having to go around and kick gens. It's just a nice feeling. You'll still get the blood points and everything from it as well. It's just a nice feeling. And again, if you are in a free gen, which are conveniently within 32 meters, you can get multiple gens at once. And again, 8% immediately, either way, is just amazing. So, yeah. I'm going to go over which ones I think you should buy, and immediately Surge. This is what I said last time. Surge is a great perk. I think it's probably a bit underrated. I feel like people don't really know the potential of this perk. This perk it can really save your ass a lot of times. And again, mainly just the fact it's so easy to trigger, but it has such a good effect, and it saves you time where you'd have to give up a chase or something, protect a totem or something from going to have to kick that gen. But it's already regressing. It's lost 8% progress, and now it's regressing even further. If they don't touch that, that's going to go back down. So it's great in that sense. It's such a nice feeling of ease that you have, because it's like, I don't need to worry about all that. If I down someone with an M1 attack, then I don't need to worry about going over to that gen, because it'll be fine. You can also, didn't mention this, you can combine this with surveillance. This with surveillance is amazing, because you'll just know when someone's gone back and revert the progress of your surge, and you can just go right back to them, and you have a free chase. There you go. And for Survivor, I'm going to recommend Pharmacy if you don't already have it, because Quentin has Vigil and Wake Up, which are not amazing perks. They're not very good at all, actually. I would say Pharmacy is best one. And again, like I said, I don't own the Freddy chapter, so I don't have Freddy or Quentin. This is the only perk I have from Quentin. And again, this one's good. You get a free med kit. The other effects, they're good. I'm sure most people aren't concerned about that. But they're there, and it's a nice feeling. But mainly, it's just that you will get a med kit on your first chest. It's guaranteed. And again, you can combine it with other perks. You get some add-ons on it. You can leave it in the chest for your friends. if you're desperate, you can also plunderers. I completely forgot about plunderers. You know, you can just instantly get a med kit right at the start of the match if you wanted to. Completely forgot about that. Off the records, again, Zarina has some like what does Zarina have? Zarina has also very niche perks. She has For the People, which is actually really good, and Red Herring, which like you know, it's yeah, okay. So I'd probably leave that one. And also again Rancor. I would probably just pick up Spirit because Spirit has good perks. In my opinion, this is probably her weakest perk, but that's not to say it's not bad. It is decent. I just think that compared to Spirit Fury and Haunted Grounds, you know, it's like, you know, yeah, it's maybe a bit. I guess you could argue it's better than Spirit Fury if you're using Spirit Fury by itself. Even Spirit Fury by itself, I feel like gets shit on all the time. I don't think it's that bad. I know everyone just wants to combine it with Enduring all the time, but honestly, Spirit Fury by itself, it's not that bad. But yeah, I don't know. It's up to you really. So mainly Surge and Pharmacy, but you know, that's just my opinion. If I had to choose one of them though, it would be Surge. Absolutely be Surge. Again, unless you're playing a killer like Pyramid Head or Oni, you know, or Trapper or something, I guess. You know, actually no, Trapper would benefit from this as well. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this helped. I'm sorry for my throat clearing and messing up my voice and everything. I'm just tired and busy. I'm sorry. So guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.